I thought I'd do a little video on real estate fraud because numerous people are reaching out to me. You know, those asking for a friend type questions. I've even had people email me and ask me if they can talk to me on the phone about these real estate deals that are being advertised now by a lot of these companies, these coaching companies and real estate seminar type stuff. And I'm hearing that it's happening again, which is not uncommon, right? In the 80s and 90s and then the 2008 crash. So let me make some things super clear. First of all, in 2008, you could get a loan on a home called a stated income, stated asset loan. Even a ninja loan, no income, no asset. Nonetheless, if you were to put your assets wrong on that application, it's a federal crime if the bank is FDIC insured, regardless of whether or not you only had to state it, you still have to state it correctly or it's a lie. Also, if you put that you're going to move into the home and don't, that's a lie. That's a fraud, and you can be indicted for that. The other thing that I would tell you don't do, and these are things that I did. One, don't get an appraisal for higher than the house is worth. People say you can't do that. The banks get the appraisals. Well, back when I did loans, we got an appraisal, we sent it to the bank, they looked at it, they approved it, they got their own appraisal. Still didn't matter. If my appraisal was too high, the FBI came knocking on my door, and the appraisers weren't indicted. I was, just so you know. The other thing that they're doing now is they're doing these joint venture agreements, okay? So you sign an agreement with the seller. This is something that I did. I would go to the seller and say, will you sell your home for $1 million? Yes. Then we would show a purchase price of $1.5 million, and $500,000 at the title company was in a joint venture agreement and would come back to either me or usually the person that was buying the home. That is totally fraud. And there are all these real estate companies out there that are advertising. Don't do it. You can be indicted. I was sentenced to 7 years in federal prison and served 5 for those types of transactions.